Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is yet another day, a new day, a bright Sunday, a day that the Lord has made, that we should all be glad and rejoice in it. Today, we bring you another episode of Health Issues, Exercise, and My Health. At the end of the day, we will understand the importance of exercise in our lives. So, why don't you invite your friends and family members to join us this afternoon as we discuss the topic together? Richmond Media is bringing you this program right to your doorsteps. This afternoon, I have with me my own brother, Mr. Ackon George. Brother George, you're welcome to Richmond Media once again.
Thank you.
How are you today?
By God's grace, as we are still seeing the sunlight, it means we are blessed. Glory be to the name of God.
Amen. So, do we welcome all our viewers and listeners at this moment? Please, we appreciate you. We cherish you so much. So, please get other people on board as well as we share the message together this afternoon. Brother George, exercise and my health. How can you explain this to us? Exercise and my health.
Okay. We want to once again thank our viewers and our listeners. And as we are still saying, we shouldn't be selfish, as we alone will be having this fruitful discussion, but we should be selfless so that we can share for others to also join. Because when a relative or a friend also knows something about this topic, particularly, he will also be able to get good health, and it will lessen a burden of you paying some hospital bills and the rest. Okay, so in regards to the question, exercise and my health, we want to note the link between exercise, you being exercising, and how it can contribute to your health. At the same time, some individuals have also noticed that, oh, I know exercise. So they do exercise and have effects, a negative effect. So at the end of the lesson or this discussion, we'll be able to know what kind of exercise I can do and how can exercise properly help maintain my health. And if I'm suffering from a condition too, what are some of the particular exercises I can do to regain my health? Thank you.
You're welcome. So, at this moment, what is sedentary lifestyle at all when we talk about exercise?
Okay. When we talk about sedentary lifestyle, most people don't really understand why they need to exercise. Therefore, they intend living a sedentary lifestyle. When we say a sedentary lifestyle, according to the Sedentary Behavior Research Network, it's a network that they do research about sedentary lifestyle. They came out with a behavior as any activity involving prolonged sitting or lying down that has a very, very low energy expenditure. It means that the activity an individual is embarking on involving prolonged sitting or lying down without using the body effectively or adequately to burn energy. So when you link a sedentary lifestyle to your health, it has been confirmed that sedentary lifestyle or inactivity is as detrimental as you smoking, or having a high cholesterol level. So it doesn't mean someone is smoking, but you choose to be sitting down to not to be engaging in any activity, you are safe. No, it has a link. You are in the same line with such a person. So a person living a sedentary lifestyle is often, as we said, sitting or lying down while engaged in activity like one. He's sitting watching TV or lying watching TV, or the person is sitting playing a game or working on his laptop and currently or reading. Some individuals currently, even the type of job work we are doing also is linked to a sedentary lifestyle, because our work, like those at the offices and co, you sit for a long, if you are not careful, the whole day. And during break time too, food will be served to you at your doorsteps. So you are to climb to the, let's say it's a story building, but you are using a lift. You are using a lift. Walking from your house to your workplace, you are using your car. So prolonged sitting in the car, when you enter your workplace, lift to your upper room, at your place sitting. So some jobs also is being linked to a sedentary lifestyle. So this is the overview of a sedentary lifestyle or inactivity or inactive lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I came across a word called detrimental. What does it mean
Okay.
in layman's?
So for a layman, we want to just break it down that if I'm someone who is not engaging in activities but I'm inactive, is equal to someone who choose to be drinking smoking, or who choose to be smoking cigarette, or someone who choose to eat anyhow and cholesterol build up within the system. So it has a link. So you not exercise, the condition that the smoker will get, or the condition that the person with high cholesterol will be getting, is the same like you. If you are to get a health condition, it will be the same thing.
Thank you so much, Brother George. So,
Okay.
what are the effects of sedentary lifestyle?
Okay. Now, as we are talking now, sedentary lifestyle and how to overcome has become a public health issue. The reason being that most individuals have decided now not to be active, and we are yearning towards this sedentary lifestyle. So it is bringing some most conditions which can be a lifestyle condition of which an activity can just suppress it. So it has become a public health concern now. So these are the effects. If I choose that I own my body, so I'm not engaging in any activity. Number one is that your metabolism may be affected. Your metabolism, when we talk about metabolism, is the process by which any food you take or any drink you take, the process that the body will change such food or such drink into energy for use. But if you are not active, it means it will delay this process of breaking down food into energy. At the end, you will have problem with breaking down fat and sugar, and you will begin to be gaining weight, overweight. Sugar from the food that you have eaten will be turning out, building up. Then you have high blood sugar. So that alone is number one. Number two is that you may have poor blood circulation, because if you are not using a particular part, you will lose it. And as you are not using that part, it will delay or impair full circulation or proper flow of blood through your blood vessels. And when you don't have a free flow of blood, you end up always getting sick. So that's another thing we want to talk about. The next one too that we will talk about is that you may have fewer burning of calories. You eat to work so that the calories will be burning, but this time you are not working. So it's like you fueling your car and you not using the car. You end up that every day you want to put a petrol in it. Then as you are putting it in it, it will overflow. Then you end up also having some health related condition, gain of weight and other issues. The next one too is that because you are not actively engaging in any form of active exercise, you end up lose your muscle strength. The more you exercise, the higher or the increased rate you strengthen your muscles. So if you are not using, example, someone who have been always sitting, climb the stairs and come to, as you are telling the person to climb the stairs, because he is not used to climbing, always he's using the lift or always in the car, it will be a problem. The person might begin to be feeling body pains. So you not exercising, you lose the muscle strength and you end up developing muscle related problems. The next one too is that if you are living a sedentary lifestyle, it prone you to a risk of certain cancers. So there are some types of cancers, and cancer here, not the big term, but for a layman to understand when we talk about cancer, is malformation of a cell. And the cells get their blood, their food from the blood that is being supplied to such areas. So if you are engaging in an inactive work, or you are engaging in a sedentary lifestyle, it means it will affect free flow of blood to such cells. And when such cells are not getting adequate blood, healthy blood, the cells there will malform. Then you will get what we call cancer. So if you want to prevent yourself from getting cancer, you need to make sure that you also avoid sedentary lifestyle. Another thing that it will bring to you, the effect of sedentary lifestyle, it will increase the cholesterol level in your blood. And when blood cholesterol is being increased, you are prone to heart conditions, you are prone to diabetes, you are prone to so many illness that you can talk about. So it's just a serious condition. Another aspect too is that if you are living in a sedentary lifestyle, you are likely to get heart diseases. Heart diseases like heart attack, heart failure, high blood pressure. Those are some of the, and coronary artery diseases. When we talk about coronary artery, it means that the arteries, the blood vessels that supplies the heart with blood, if you are doing an inactive work or engaging in a sedentary lifestyle, those arteries will be affected. Then you will get heart related conditions. It can also predispose you of getting stroke, because when we talk about stroke, it means that one form of stroke is that your brain, a part of your brain, is not getting adequate oxygenated blood, and that cells there begins to die and you have stroke. That's a type of stroke that we call the ischemic stroke. Another form of stroke will lead to embolism, clots. And when this clot block a blood vessels and becomes weaker, the heart keeps pumping faster because the brain sending a signal to your heart. It will lead to the tiny vessels there becoming like a balloon. Then it will rupture, it will burst. Then the blood, instead of going surrounding all the entire brain, it will be leaking to the surrounding part. So sedentary lifestyle is something that we need not to be friend with. We need to hate it so that we get good health. Then mentally, if you are engaging in a sedentary lifestyle, it affects your mental state. So issues of depression, issues of not able to sleep well, issues of not focusing. Research have proven that there is a link between sedentary lifestyle and depression. So individuals suffering from depression, let's check, aside anything that we are doing, let's check our lifestyle as well. And it can lead to prostate issues. Prostate issue because prolonged sitting, watching your movie, or prolonged sitting at the counter, banker, you are doing, or a secretary at the office, prolonged sitting. If you are a male, you are at risk of getting prostate issues. And it can lead to constipation. And when you are constipated, means that your whole system, that is one of the key cause of most of our issues. And it can lead to what we call deep vein thrombosis. Deep vein thrombosis means that, like your extremities, specifically like your leg, there will be a clot in the blood vessels there. So blood flow is impaired or slowed, then it will clot. So as the heart is beating for blood to flow, it will not get easy access, then it will be bulking. bulking, then someone will be there and will see that your foot, the veins there is really visible, to the extent that some individuals with this kind of condition, they turn up having another problems. So we need to also make sure that we be mindful of this sedentary lifestyle to prevent ourselves from these conditions. So these are some of the effects of sedentary lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge. You made mention of oxygenated blood. If someone is watching us doesn't know what the oxygenated blood is, how would you explain this to the person, please?
Okay. When we talk about oxygenated blood, this is what we mean. When pump, your heart pump chambers, each is having a window, the valve.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the network in Ghana is not helping us, but Brother George will just reposition himself and get back to us as soon as possible. Whilst we are waiting for him to get back to us, Brother George, are you okay?
Yeah.
You may continue, please.
Okay, so when the right side of the heart, the chamber, receives blood, is deoxygenated, and it means less oxygen. Oxygen is not in it, but rather carbon dioxide. The heart will again pump blood for the blood to go into the lungs, and in the lungs, we have something like a sieve there called the alveoli that will strain the blood and mix with oxygen and take the carbon dioxide out of it. From there, we term it as oxygenated blood. And if you are having deoxygenated blood, that's where you mostly experience dizziness, easy fatigability, or easy tiredness. But when you have oxygenated blood, we term it as a life blood.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that in-depth explanation given to us. What are the benefits of exercising at all? Before that, what is the origin of exercise at all?
Okay, when we talk about the origin of exercise, you know that God, in his own wisdom, created this human machinery. And when God created this human machinery, he gave us three foundations to sustain our health: what to eat, where to live, and what to do. These are the three key foundations of our health. So if you want to maintain a good health, these three things: what you eat, where to stay, and what to do, the work. So you realize that biblically in the Bible, before sin, Genesis chapter 2, verse 15, the work God gave to man was to farm and till the land, and it was an activity. So if after sin, when God was pronouncing the punishment on his people, still he wanted to maintain the health, because sickness will come as a result of violating the laws of health. So out of sin, you get sickness. So in that aspect, in Genesis chapter 3, verse 19, there was another institution that you need to sweat before you can earn something. So when we want to talk about the origin of exercise, it's from creation perspective, and God instituted it. And now you realize that when I fail to exercise, then we have a term that we known as a physiotherapy. So if I fail to exercise a body part, and that body part is losing its strength, then I need to consult someone to do the same exercise therapy, but we term it as a physiotherapy. So it came out from the origin, from the creator's perspective. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now that we know the origin, where it started from, what are the benefits of exercise at all?
Okay. These are the benefits of exercise. Number one, when you exercise, it helps improves your brain health. Because when we go to the various forms of exercise, you realize that we have exercise specifically that we do for the brain. So when you are exercising, it improves the brain health. Number two, when you exercise, it helps improves your ability to do a daily activity. So you realize that individuals who are always active, even at the workplace, if your work involves an activity, you realize that most people are smart. At the same workplace, those whose work involve less activity, when they are even sending the file from their room or a secretary's room to the manager's room, see the way the person will be walking, the neck at the left, the body will be like something. But the one who is on errands, like the porter or anyone, always smart. So it helps you improve your daily work activity. The next one is that it helps manage your weight. It helps manage your weight. So if you are thinking of any weight management control, aside whatever you are doing, you need not to neglect exercise as well, because when you exercise, regular exercise, it will increase the metabolic rate. And we say that the metabolism here means that the process through which the body uses whatever you have eaten and convert it to energy. So as you exercise, it increases that rate, and when it increases, it burns calories and help loosen or maintain your weight. Another thing too is that when you exercise, it improves your mood. So we have some individuals with mood swings and mood related issues, because as you are in there, you are thinking of the sad thing that has led or is precipitating or predisposing you to the depression. But as you are exercising, at least it will relieve that pressure at that moment. So exercise help improves your mood, and by so doing, it decreases your feelings of depression, because as you are exercising, one hormone that helps maintain depression is what we call serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone that helps, God has designed it to help regulate your depression and other aspects. So as you are exercising, it helps release that hormone and helps improve this depression. Exercise as well also helps an individual. Daily exercise helps an individual build a stronger muscles, because if you are not exercising, you lose it. So if you are exercising, it helps you build muscles and stronger bones. So individuals who exercise mostly have stronger bones compared to those who don't exercise. They are having the softest bones. Like when you want to compare the poultry and the home chicken, you see the difference. So it will help prevent you from bone related conditions. Another aspect too is that when you exercise, it decreases your risk of certain lifestyle condition. It decreases your risk of certain lifestyle condition, like the cancers, like the hypertension, like the high blood cholesterol, like the kidney issues, prostate issues. Some of the lifestyle conditions that your lifestyle will bring as you are exercising, it helps reverse those conditions. So we need to also make sure and take it into consideration. Another aspect is that moderate exercise can help improve antioxidants. When we talk about antioxidants, are something that prevent disease from occurring. Things that helps prevent diseases from occurring. So antioxidants protect your skin for you to have a nice. Why? Because we have something we call the oxidative stress. Oxidative stress here means that when the body antioxidant, when the body's antioxidant means the body's defense mechanisms cannot completely repair itself. When it happens like that, it can lead to some cells breaking down. But when
Sorry, George, what depression did you say? What was the
I
word?
said
Mhm.
oxidative
Dative.
stress,
Okay, that's fine.
yes. So oxidative stress
Stress.
occurs when the body's antioxidant, which means the body's own defense mechanism to protect your skin from other body parts or other body cells from encountering some free radicals, which free radicals can link to cancer and other conditions, are being burdened or overtaken, then it means those oxidative or antioxidants are in stress. When it occurs, it leads to skin damages and co. So, but when you are exercising, it helps improve and give the antioxidant the natural strength to be able to fight any free radicals. At the same time, it helps improve blood flow. And when blood flow is being improved, it also helps maintain the skin color as well. So individuals who want good skin color, but you are ending up with a medicure, body cure, and whatever cure, never neglect exercise, because it will also help you a lot. Exercise can also help you improve your sleeping pattern. So individuals suffering from sleeping related issue, they will sleep 1 hour, they are awake, or they will sleep 2 hours. Sleeping, all forms of sleep related issues, exercise helps, because as you are exercising, especially outward, you are exposed to the sun, and since you are exposed to the sun, the hormone that will help you to sleep when you are in the sun exercising, it decreases. So as it's decreasing, it means it's charging. But when you enter a dark area, then it will reactivate. Then it will help improve your sleep. So we need to also take note of that as well. Exercise again can help reduce pain. Exercise helps reduce pain and relieve pain. So that's why we have some forms of exercise when you are in pain. Body pains, you go for physiotherapy. Some foot pain, you go, then they massage that areas. So some form of exercise helps improves pain. So not all pains need painkillers. Some, because you are not working, you just get up and you are feeling knee pains or joint pains. Continue to do the walking, and you realize that as you continue doing it, it improves the strength and you are relieved of such pain. So we need to also note that exercise can help improve sexual desires, sexual functions, and sexual performance in both men and women when you exercise. So you see, nowadays, most of our young ones, both the males and females, we are living a sedentary lifestyle. Therefore, the blood vessels, that blood flow needs to pass through to the male to support your male organ to be able to function properly. They are clogged, or the blood vessels is not patent. Due to that, you don't feel even the edge, and you're having erectile dysfunctions and co. But as you exercise, it improves blood flow, it helps a patent blood vessels, and it helps improve the sexual drive. So you need to also note that. Then exercise keep your thinking and learning ability. So we have a form of exercise, then you say, oh, I want to memorize this. Okay, John 3:16, for God so loved the world. Then you are memorizing. That memorizing is a form of exercise that you are doing pertaining to train your brain. And as you are doing, it helps improve your thinking ability. Then also it decreases your chances of premature death. You know, most people die, then we say, oh, God has given and he has taken. Yes, but we have some premature deaths. So a sedentary lifestyle will predispose you to a premature death, but a good exercise, well-planned exercise, can help prevent you from premature deaths. These are some of the important. Even the last thing, exercise can help you have a good delivery. Yes, because pregnant women realize that when you are always lying, then during labor, you realize that you might feel some challenges. But a pregnant woman who is active, even few minutes or hours to delivery, you realize that those who have been working at the labor ward, when they go, it doesn't take time. But those who feel reluctant, you see how delay and how painful things also goes. So these are some of the benefits of exercise.
Thank you so much, Brother George, for how far you have brought us. At this moment, I would like us to take a commercial break. If you're sending money from anywhere, any part of the world to Ghana, I recommend one company to you, and that is OAP. OAP, as soon as you put the money through, we just send the money to your family members. Your family members will receive and testify. It is just an instant transfer. Is it for school fees? Is it for feeding? Is it for hospital bills? Or are you embarking on any project that you are struggling to send the money to Ghana from wherever you are? I recommend OAPay to you. On your first transaction, you get extra bonus of £10. If it's from the EU, is 10 euros, US, $10, Canadian dollars, Australia, wherever you are, it will be taken from that currency. So why don't you use this company? Before you get this extra bonus, you have to use a coupon code called RICHMO, RICHMO. Please don't forget, use us and you feel the benefit of using OAP by downloading the app. Onuadɔfo, wode sika ɛrekɔ fie. Mekamfo sika ma ne nkorabata baako pɛ de ama wo. Ɛne ne OAP. OAP deɛ, wode sika no tu mu a, na yɛn nso yɛde ama w'abusuafoɔ. Mepa wo kyɛw, bɔ mmɔden na download the app no. Ɛto wo phone, baabi biara a wofeel sɛ wobɛtumi anya access to no. Download it. Na fa sika manneɛ ɛfafa so. Yɛde bɛma w'abusuafoɔ wɔ abere a ɛho mma asɛm. Ɛyɛ school fees. Ɛyɛ ayaresabea mu nsɛnsɛm anaasɛ kɔm na di abusua anaasɛ woyɛ project bi a w'ani afɛkye wo ho a wɔn kwan a wɔmfa so a wɔmfa sika yɛ nkɔma abusua anaa yɔnkofoɔ no mfa nto aso ma me nua mekamfo OAP de ama wo yɛfrɛ no gyina hɔ gye tua me ka na mentua wo ka wode tu ma ne de ama w'abusuafoɔ mmerɛ edi kan a wode sika yi ɛbɛfa yɛn so no wobɛnya extra £10, $10, whatever currency baby biara wɔ no ne bɛbɛgyina amount no deɛ yɛpɛ ba ne sika no na ɛbɛte afiri ɛde ama anaasɛ bɛma wo extra ɛwɔ so na ansa na abɛnya extra yi mekamfo richmo code ɛna de ama wo use RICHMO na wobɛnya yɛn so ɛmfa soɔ na wɔde adanseɛ ama mansan ɛho nea OAP ɛtumi ɛyɛ de ma wo wɔ mmerɛ a ɛyɛ mprempremu ahiadeɛ in an emergency situation. We are always available for you. Thank you so much. Brother George, what ways do we get negative results after exercise? Because sometimes we think exercise is just exercise. If I have to hang my hand up here, I will just be hanging because I think that's a way of exercising. But what ways do we get negative results after exercising? Before you start, we have a comment from our dear Sister Josephine Adebi. May God bless you for your teachings. May God help us to find time to exercise to gain maximum health. Thank you so much, Sister Josephine, for bringing this comment up, for supporting us all the time. We do appreciate you a lot. Whoever is watching us, friends and family, please don't forget to send us even hi. We will be able to acknowledge you or recognize you. We really appreciate you. So help us to appreciate you more. Thank you so much. Brother George, you may continue. You want me to repeat the question?
Okay.
What ways do we get negative results after exercise, please?
Okay. So you realize that most individuals are doing exercise, but it seems like they are not still getting these benefits. Why? Because some people want to lose weight. They are exercising or serious exercise, but still it's like they are still getting negative results. Why? One, exercise is not a punishment. Therefore, whenever you are exercising, you need to listen to your body. Most individuals get negative results because, let's say he's a man or a male, then there are women there. Press up. So he want to overdo. So overdoing, it means you are punishing your system, then you might end up getting a negative result. That's the first one. Two, it's, as I said, it's not a competition. No, exercise is not a competition. So when you start and you can choose to go like 100 meters and come back, please listen to yourself. So we have seen, and in this world, I've heard most individuals who are at the verge of exercising died. Some were exercising and they collapsed. Why? They fail to listen to their, or to note their health condition. When you want to exercise, when we get to the proper ways, all these things comes involved. So one, listening to yourself. When you want to exercise, those having negative, they are not listening to themselves. Due to that, they over exercise because of so many reasons. They want to be the champions among the women, or a woman also, we want to prove to the men that he's also champion. Another thing also is that some people will go and exercise, then immediately after exercise, banku party, fufu party. That's all. Within the week, the person is living a sedentary lifestyle. So they plan that, oh, weekends we are going to burn some calories. But as they were going and they are coming, you realize that banku or fufu too is just there. So immediately after sweating, banku and their meat pie, you not get the good result that you want to. The next one I want to our viewers and listeners to pay attention to is that you realize that when you are sweating and you taste it, it's salty. It tells you that as you are sweating, although waste are coming out from the system, but you see most people are exercising and they are lessly drinking water, lessly taking variety of fruits. You need to put that in mind. That explains why most people will sweat. Then you realize that they are feeling dizzy, then they can collapse. So as you are sweating, yes, you are getting good health, but you need to also be replacing the loss by drinking water or sipping water. You can have your fruit juice or your fruit salad there. As when you finish everything, you come and eat that one too, so that you replace the electrolytes that in a way join the sweat outside, and this water too will still hydrate your system. So these things, when neglected, you exercise but end up having a negative outcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George, for how far you have taken us. We really appreciate you so much. So which people can't exercise? Who can exercise and who can't exercise? Before you start, there is a comment. Let me see. Okay. Harry's Professional Saloon says, in fact, this program is everything. God bless you all for a great teachings. Thank you so much, Sister Harriet, for supporting us. We do appreciate you so much. Thank you. Brother George, you may continue, please.
Okay. You know that in this world, anything that seems cheapest but can contribute to our health, we mostly disregard them. But the things that seems expensive and can in a way even contributing to our health give us something, we happily take it. You see, most people have a reason of not exercising because of time. Their own is time. That's all. They don't have time. But frankly saying, everyone can exercise except the person cannot breathe and is dead. Everyone can exercise. So those having their reason is about time, or probably they have not been able to know the various forms of exercise. So they have taken it to be like only exercise is running, and the person is like 90 years, so I cannot run. Due to that, he will choose to say I cannot exercise. But I know at the end of the final aspect, you know that everyone can exercise. Who is not
So,
bedridden also can. Everyone can exercise. Thank you.
thank you so much, Brother George. Who? Everyone can exercise?
Sure.
Did you say that?
Yes,
And
everyone, pregnant woman, the bedridden patient, when we talk about bedridden, it means someone who is immobile. He's
Bed
just
bound.
lying
Mhm.
in bed. And
Mhm.
someone is taking care of. That person too can exercise. The
How?
aged, yes, the aged can exercise. Every individual can exercise. I think when we read the various forms of the exercise, we will be explaining. I will chip in. He said how for the bedridden.
Because the
If
reason why, sorry, the reason why I'm asking you how is they can't do anything for themselves. Fine. Can they still exercise by themselves? Or is it going to be someone, a physio or someone that will be able to help them through the exercise period?
okay, exercise, physical activity and exercise are used interchangeably, but will get the result. So if you are taking care of someone who is not able to move any part, you are supposed to assist that individual to exercise, because the moment the person even turn, it means movement has taken place. And when movement takes place, it means healing will be quicker. That explains why most people who are in the various homes or at the hospitals and they are bedridden, but you are not turning in bed, you are not even once a while raising the hand, you are not even doing anything to them, they end up dying earlier compared to some individuals whom someone will go and raise the leg and just put it down. There's a movement. And when we get to the final aspect, we will go deeper into it. So it can be assisted by the caretaker.
Okay, that makes sense to some of us, because sometimes you wonder, someone who cannot move around, how is the person going to be exercising? But what you have given us explains what we were thinking, what our thoughts were. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are sending money from any part of the world to Ghana, I recommend one company to you, and that is OAP. Why don't you try us and see the benefit that you get from it? Indeed, you have something. On your first transaction, you get £10, €10, $10. Wherever you are, you get 10 from it. You don't like this. Which other company will give you this benefit except OAP? So why don't you transfer your money through us? Before you can get that extra £10, €10, whatever currency that you are using, you have to use a code called RICHMO, RICHMO. We recommend this company to you because that is the best among our companies. God bless you. That is OAP for you. Thank you. Brother George, how to plan on a healthy, or how do we plan a healthy exercise? And what, yeah, let's have that one first.
Okay. You know that exercise should be a conscious act, but not that because I want to walk from my house to workplace, I wanted to take a car, but because I not get car and by walking I have reached means I've exercised. No, I not plan. Exercise should be a conscious effort. It's like you coming to eat, having a conscious effort that this is what I'm going to eat, so that your body will be ready for all the nutrients within. Now, before you embark on a healthy exercise, number one is that you need to note or identify your health condition. Am I suffering from a heart-related condition? Am I asthmatic? Those having asthma? Or am I someone who is in wheelchair? Consider your health condition. That should be number one. Number two, note your age, because your age can determine on a particular exercise you can do for a healthy. We are talking about healthy exercise, not normal exercise to get a negative result. Healthy exercise, consider your age. Then also you need to have a realistic goal towards your set a goal. Okay, I want to do it like this way. Okay, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, because Thursday, Friday I'm busy. Or I want to take it like 5 days. I want to do, but in that I want to do like, because my work is busy and I always go like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I want to do just 30 minutes every day. So set a realistic goal, but don't be like, hey, I'll do morning, evening. But you yourself, you know that when you go to work, you will come home around 8 and it will deter you. So set a realistic goal and make sure you adhere to it. It should be a continuous thing so that your body will adjust to. So when you are not exercising, you will feel like you are losing something. Unlike same like when you are not drinking water, your body will tell you you are tasty. Then also you need to note that the level in which you yourself are in it. We have beginners. I'm now going to embark on exercise. Someone has been doing exercise for over 20 years. Then I say, oh, I want to do exercise. Then because you get to the road and you want to choose an option, but the person is running from here to like a very far place, he said, I'll go with that same speed. If you're not careful, unless the ambulance come and take you back. No. So note, if you're a beginner, how you need to begin. Because today you can decide you run small, then you be tired. Yes, you walk towards the other aspect. Tomorrow, because you are improving, you will be able to run from where you stop. So note the level. Are you a beginner or you are someone who is always doing the exercise? Then you put that in mind. Then to be able to have the consistency, just confine yourself with people you think that can help you and they are also interested in exercise, so that you alone, at times it will even discourage you. You wake up, you look at, hey, no one is on the road, oh, you are afraid, you get back. But when you are in people who are interested in exercise, they will again encourage you. So after knowing this, then you choose what we will be talking about, then you embark on it. When you consistently do this, you achieve a result, but not like today, then 2 weeks time you do. Then you said, oh, I want to get these bones strong. No, you might do and you will not be seeing a result. But results can be achieved with consistency. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George. What are the various forms of exercise?
Okay. The various forms of exercise are as follows. Number one, we want to do brain exercise. Brain exercise. How to train your brain, your mind, to be able to have a good thinking, to be able to be sharp, for your children to be able to be brilliant. Don't wait for anything. Just start. What is it? One is memorizing. So as Christians, you can just give, let's say, a verse. If you are a Christian, a verse to your children. Okay, this week we are choosing this verse. For today, we will read. Tomorrow, we will not look into the Bible and read, but we will be memorizing. As you are there, you see everyone want to say it perfectly. You are memorizing. It helps train your brain. It helps it. And we have another form for the kids as they are coming. You see, you can just, they have a toys. You know, there are some games, brain games, teasers like the puzzles and co. So you just dismantle a shape of something, then let the person sit on it, and you put the picture before, arrange it. That exercise alone is the brain exercise. So we need to be doing that. It's a form of exercise. We have lung exercise. Lung exercise. When your lungs are of good health, oh, you will be able to overcome so many conditions. And these are some of the lung exercise. Number one, by singing. Just singing. This one does not need a special school or a special voice.
I was about to ask because some of us,
Yes, we the Abochi people, we know ourselves. So let's use the Abochi part and sing happily, especially early in the morning. So you see, Sister Hanna, after you and your husband in a room, you see the day you enjoy when you are sweeping. You see, you are singing.
I am a single.
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
I
don't want you to give me a title that I have not acquired yet, please.
Okay, so you realize that most people, when they wake up early morning, they are sweeping, singing. The males should also adapt that. Don't leave that one to only the females to be singing early morning. you should also sing some. As you are singing early morning, you see that time you have not talked too long or so much. So when you are singing, it helps expand the lungs, help the lungs in good shape. So it's another form. Another lung exercise is the blowing of balloon. Blowing of balloon. So don't wait for Christmas or any festivity before you go and buy balloon. You can be blowing your balloon. And when you are doing that, it's a form of a lung exercise. Then we have the deep breathing. You close your mouth deep but slowly through your nostrils, your nose. Then you stay for like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then slowly you breathe out through your mouth. When you do like 5 times morning, 5 times evening, it helps exercise the lungs. So that one too is a form of exercise. Pregnant women, you have a form of exercise you can embark on, like the walking. And if you want to strengthen your pelvic region, we have what we call the Kegel exercise. Simply for a layman to understand, you realize that when you want to, it's like you are feeling the urge to urinate, but this time you are holding the urine to yourself. So don't wait. Caution, don't wait for you as you feel the urge to urinate, then you say, I'm doing Kegel. Just do like you are off, then you release small. It doesn't mean you will urinate, but in that aspect you are exercising your pelvic region, and that's also a form of exercise. We have exercise that helps best also for the heart, the cardio exercise, like the skipping, that aspect too. If you have not skipped before, don't try to be going over. That's what. So action the form, then you follow the plan. First day do excessively. No, you start skipping, helps the heart. Running helps the heart. A cardio exercise. Yes, swimming also is a form of the cardio exercise. Cycling also forms part of the strength training. We want to strengthen the muscles. That comes with the weightlifting. And at times too, we have the weightlifting where you are. So there's a top.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Brother George network wasn't working best, but now he's back.
Yes.
Thank you, Brother George, for getting back.
So weightlifting is there. Then we have what we call the body weight exercise. With a body weight exercise, this time you want to lift yourself. So mostly you see that there is something like a bar. So you hold the top, then you want to lift yourself. That form of exercise that will send you up. Then you come down. It's a form of body weight exercise. At times you can decide that this is your room. You are pushing your wall. You want to push your wall. It strengthens, although you cannot push the house, but you want to push the wall. As you are doing, it helps you strengthening your muscles. It forms part of the strengthening or exercises that we can talk about. Then flexibility exercise. Some people, if you tell them to just raise one leg and the other leg should be down, they will all fall down because flexibility is not there, like rigid. So to a point, you realize that when you are walking, you'll be hearing that noise. Ka, 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 means you are not flexible. And being flexible too doesn't mean that you should live a sedentary lifestyle to get that flexibility. No. So you see the Chinese, when you are watching a Chinese movie, that their fight, you see, it helps you with that flexibility. So the flexibility exercise too is there. Then we have the sports involving exercise, like the soccer, like the tennis, the basketball, like the cross countries, and those aspects forms part of this aspect. Dancing is an exercise. It's a form of exercise. So in the morning you can just put your song on, then as the music is playing, then you're also dancing to a point you realize that you will sweat. When you sweat, you have achieved your goal. Go and bath, that's all. Then you see aged in the house, aged, who cannot even stand or do any activity. You can let the person sit. As the person is sitting, you can give, just say, a ladle in the hand or a spoon in the hand. Then say, grandma, raise it up. Then he will raise it up. Raise it, bring it down, down, up. So as the person is doing like this, it's a form of exercise. Then you are just playing with the aged. Okay, the leg is working, so stretch it small. While the person is in the chair, he will stretch it, bring it back, then he's bringing it back. It's a form of exercise. So we need not to joke with that aspect too. Then also, with those lying on bed or stroke patient who is having a deformed or a paralyzed place. When we say a paralyzed area, means that those body part is not functioning. You see, the more you delay exercising that part, the more damage it becomes. But the earlier you begin exercising that part, the earlier recovery rate the person achieves. So if it's about the right hand that is not working, you can begin with the wrist. Tell the person, you the one assisting, hold the wrist. When you hold the fingers first, you fold the fingers, then up, like this. Then from there you go to the wrist. So as you are doing to the wrist, before you come to the elbow, so as you are doing to the elbow, before you come to the entire arm, raise it up, down, stretch it, bring it, flex it, bring it in, like that. The more you begin doing that, you realize that time will come, the hand that is not working well will begin to be working small, gradually, and the brain will be sensing that part, and you realize that you are achieving a result. So these are some of the forms of exercise. That's why I said no one can say that I cannot exercise, but rather everyone can exercise, depending on these factors and the type of exercise you want to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George. Sister Tai Muhammad says thanks to Hannah and Mr. Ackon George for this teaching. Thank you so much, Sister Tai, for always supporting us. We do appreciate you a lot. Whoever is watching us, if you've not been able to send us a message to acknowledge you, please, you may do so, else we wouldn't know who is watching us at this moment. We would love to acknowledge and recognize you at this point. Don't forget to always invite friends and family to come and listen to the good news that we have for you, just coming right to your doorsteps from Richmore Media. Today's topic is exercise and my health, and the brother has taken us, into a depth conversation or discussion this afternoon, which I hope we are going to take it upon ourselves together, practicing it with our daily life. Don't leave the exercise behind. Brother George, we are almost done. But to our viewers and those watching us this afternoon, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the link so others who have not been able to make it at this point will also have their share. They can also benefit from the topic that we are discussing this afternoon. But George, I think we've done more than enough for the day. How can you conclude on exercise and my health? Thank you.
Okay, so in conclusion, you've realized that currently we are saying again, once again, that sedentary lifestyle is bringing a lot of lifestyle related condition, and it has become a public health concern. Therefore, most individuals are spending a lot on kidney issues, dialysis, on stroke patients, hypertension, diabetes, prostate issues, form of cancers because of sedentary lifestyle. Therefore, it's important for us to adapt, as Paul told the Romans, to have a renewal of mind, to prevent ourselves from all that excuse that we don't have time. No matter your time, your working hours, at least someone will get one day off. Make good use of it. Someone will not get, let's say, the one day off is also a busy day, but at times you are always riding or using a car to your workplace. You can just put it a distance to your workplace, then walk from that area to your workplace. It's a form of exercising. Most people, like the bankers, office work people who sit a lot, you can set some alarm, some minutes, you can decide to get up and sit. Not anything, no. Not always should you call your secretary, bring the file, At times, you too walk to the secretary office, take the file, send it. It's a form of exercise, because minus that place, you are not getting adequate time to exercise. So let your workplaces also contribute to an activity, but not a sedentary lifestyle. Then God being so good, he has initiated exercise as part of the cheapest healing. Therefore, no wonder, as part of the natural health laws, exercise is also part. We have nutrition, we have exercise, we have adequate water, we have temperance, we have quality air, resting and trusting in divine power. That's what we call the 8 natural laws. And whenever individuals are following these natural laws, it reverses condition. But whenever individuals violate one or two of these natural laws, it brings disorder into the system. So our viewers and our listeners, let's go through the various forms of exercise. Choose the one that best suits you and fits you, and do. When you have good health, every Sunday you can be able to watch us and share everything that we are doing. But when you don't have good health, when we say share, then your hand is shaking. How can you share? You cannot. You cannot even use your phone because you are having some shakiness of the hand. So, beloved, this is a free gift from God. Let's implement it and get the good health out of it and appreciate God. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Mr. Ackon, George, and thank you, Sister Josephine Adebi, Sister Harriet, and Sister Tai Muhammad. It is indeed a great day. We have really been through exercise and my health, and I'm sure this topic would be very, very beneficial to most of us, not even most of us, to all of us, because without exercise, your health is at stake. So let's concentrate much on exercise in order to prevent us from buying medications or going for investigations concerning our health. Don't leave. We are just turning ourselves and back to from the beginning. So please, I will encourage you to call friends and family to gather and listen to life experience from one of our beautiful sisters that will join us very soon. So please search for us and you will see us on Facebook, on YouTube, and you can listen to us also on the radio. This afternoon has been a great day. My name is Hanna Bimah, Health Issues coming to your doorsteps from Richmond Media. Until next week, the same time, 2:30 to 4 o'clock. We will see you then. Have a great week. Bye-bye for now.
Sina Tea